Hi, welcome to holisticinvestment.in. We help individual investors like you to make the right financial and investment decision to reach your financial goals in a more faster and smarter way. Now, in this video, we are going to see whether investing in the Bandhan Nifty Alpha Low Volatility 30 Index Fund is sustainable in the long term or not. As you can see, this fund is designed to replicate the performance of the Nifty Alpha Low Volatility 30 Index by investing in its constituent securities in the same proportion. Now, before analyzing whether it will be a good fit for your investment portfolio or not, let us first understand a few basic details about it. So this fund as an NFO opens on 8th Jan 2025 and closes on 20th Jan 2025. And some of the key features of this fund are: it is an open-ended fund type which belongs to the category of equity large cap, and it has Nifty Alpha Low Volatility 30 as its benchmark index, and there is an exit load of 0.25% for redemption within 15 days. But there is no entry load in this fund, and the minimum investment you need to start investing in this fund is just 1000 rupees. And the fund manager for this fund is Mr. Nemish Sheth, and according to Riskometer, the risk involved in this fund is very high. Now, if you take a look at the investment objective, the primary investment objective of this fund is to provide returns to the investors that before expenses closely correspond to the total returns of the securities as represented by the underlying index, which can be subject to tracking error as this is an index fund. Now, as we have taken a look at the fund, now let us take a look at the underlying index it is representing, which is the Nifty Alpha Low Volatility 30 Index. So this index is basically designed to reflect the performance of a portfolio of stocks selected based on top combination of alpha and low volatility. It intends to counter the cyclicality of single factor index strategy and provides investors a choice to take exposure to multiple factors through a single index product. The index also consists of 30 stocks selected from Nifty 100 and Nifty Mid Cap 50, and the weight of the stocks are derived from alpha and low volatility factor scores with individual stock weight capped at 5%. This index can also be used for a variety of purposes such as benchmarking, creation of index funds, ETFs, and other structured products. Now, let us take a look at the sectors this index is representing, which are healthcare, automobile and auto components, FMCG, financial services, construction materials, capital goods, oil, gas and consumable fuels, telecommunication, construction, power, consumer durables. The highest weightage is given to the healthcare sector by a weightage of 17.95%, while the lowest weightage is given to the consumer durable sector with a weightage of 3.07%. Now, let us take a look at the top 10 holdings in this index, which are Sun Pharmaceutical Industries Limited, Bharti Airtel Limited, ICICI Bank Limited, Lupin Limited, ITC Limited, Bajaj Auto Limited, Ultratech Cement Limited, Larsen & Toubro Limited, Colgate Palmolive India Limited, Britannia Industries Limited. The top first position is in the Sun Pharmaceutical Industries Limited by a weightage of 5.42%, while the top 10th position is given to Britannia Industries Limited by a weightage of 3.39%. Now, if you take a look at the index returns as on November 29, 2024, you can see that in 1 year it has given a return of 20.03%, and in 5 years it has given a return of 19.78%, and since inception it has produced returns of 19.99%. So now as you can look at the graph also, while in the short term it can be volatile, but in the long term it has produced good results. So this is what we can get from understanding the index. Now, as we have a basic understanding about this fund, let us now analyze the pros and cons of investing in this fund. So first, the pros are the balanced approach in this fund. The fund combines two factors: alpha, which is a measure of a stock's performance relative to the market, and also low volatility, which is aiming to provide superior risk adjusted returns. Another advantage is the diversification. So by investing across various sectors, the fund offers diversification, potentially reducing the impact of sector-specific downturn. And finally, cost efficiency. So as an index fund, it typically has a lower expense ratio compared to actively managed fund, making it a cost effective investment option. Now let us take a look at the cons. So number one is a limited track record, which the Nifty Alpha Low Volatility 30 Index was launched in July 2017, and much of its historical data is backtested. So this limited life performance history may not fully capture real world market conditions. And number two is the potential tracking error. So while the fund aims to closely follow the index, there may be slight deviations due to factors like transaction cost and cash holdings. Another drawback is the sector concentration risk. Depending on the index composition, there might be a concentration in certain sectors which could increase risk if those sectors underperform. And finally, market volatility. So despite the low volatility factor, the fund is still subject to market risk, and returns can fluctuate based on broader economic condition. So now, as you can see, in summary, this fund offers a strategic blend of high alpha and low volatility stocks, aiming for favorable risk adjusted returns. However, investors should be mindful of its limited track record and inherent market risk. So our final takeaway is it's up to you as an investor whether this fund will be suitable to your investment portfolio based on your financial goals, time horizon you have for those goals, and your risk appetite. But our opinion is this might be suitable for an ultra conservative investor who's not at all willing to invest in actively managed fund. And there are similar index fund also that has a lower expense ratio and a lower tracking error. So actively managed funds, if you want to have higher potential to deliver higher returns, then you can go for actively managed funds because they have the potential to deliver higher returns compared to an index fund like this. But if you're an investor expecting dynamic fund management and looking for investments that can beat the market, then you should definitely avoid this fund, because as an index fund, it will only try to replicate the index in the highs and lows, but not try to beat the market itself. And finally, if you feel like you need some professional guidance in your investment, then definitely consult with a financial planner, because a financial planner will look at the suitability of the investment objective, risk profile, overlap ratio, and the allocation of the fund you want to invest in, and see whether it will be suitable for your investment portfolio or not. And if you want to gain more professional guidance through a professional financial planner, you can choose to book a one-on-one complimentary consultation with one of our professional financial planner through the link in the description. Also, if you want to gain more investment and financial insights through the leading experts in the finance industry, we also conduct regularly free live webinars through which you can register and gain these insights. The link is in the description. Also, if you like this video, definitely hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can come up with more such financially beneficial content for you. Thank you for watching.